In this video, we're going to look at the no-run zones for upward flag football. I highlighted them in kind of an orangey yellow on the field diagram. You'll see that we have 4 in total. We have 1 5 yards away from each end zone, and then 2 each 5 yards away from from midfield. However, when you have the ball and you're moving down the field, so for example, for this one, I put the ball on the far right side, moving to the left. There's really only 2 no-run zones. The other 2 are for the team coming the other direction. So I highlighted the 2 no-run zones that actually would apply if a team is moving down the field from right to left. Now the ball, I had the ball starting on the 5-yard line, and the ball is going to always start on the 5-yard line at the beginning of a game, at the beginning of a half. If the other team scores, then you get the ball on the 5-yard line, or if the other team punts, you get the ball on the 5-yard line. So those are the 4 cases where you will start your possession on the 5-yard line. Okay. As you're moving up the field on offense, you can pass or run. You have the option to do either one. However, as soon as the line of scrimmage is on or inside the no-run zone, you have to pass the ball. You cannot run, you have to pass the ball. Referees should be doing a really good job of calling out no-run zone, no-run zone. Coaches, make sure you're calling this out to your offense so they know as well, and call it out to your defense so they know what to expect. This is the no-run zone, so you have to pass the ball. A pass has to go past the line of scrimmage. So it doesn't have to be a long pass, but the pass does have to go past the line of scrimmage. All right. So for our example, let's say that the offense does make it past the line of scrimmage. They pass the ball. When you cross that midfield line, you get a first down. All right. The only way the offense can earn a first down is by crossing midfield or a penalty on the defense that results in a first down. You can only get one first down on offense by crossing the midfield per possession. So for our example, the ball just crossed midfield. Offense has a first down. Now let's say that they have a false start on the following play, which moves them back 5 yards. However, they cannot get another first down by crossing midfield because they've already gotten a first down this possession. So now they are no longer in the no-run zone because that first down line doesn't actually give them a first down. The no-run zone no longer applies. So they can run or pass even though they're technically inside the no-run zone. All right, so for our example, we'll say they move the ball up the field. The same rules would apply if they got the ball inside the no-run zone, 5 yards within the end zone. But let's say they get right here on 4th down. Okay, they have 2 options. They can punt, or they can try to go for it on 1st down and get a turnover on downs if they miss it. Okay, so let's see what happens there. So in our example, they had the ball on their opponent's side of the field. If they punt, their opponent is going to get the ball on the 5-yard line. If there's a turnover on down from that position, the ball would go to their opponent's 5-yard line, or sorry, 45-yard line, or at least what we would call it. It's 5 yards from midfield. Our fields are not 100 yards, but we'll call them the 5 and the 45s. So they would go there, and then just to try to illustrate what would happen, a turnover on down is always going to result in the ball going to either of the 45-yard lines. Okay, so if the turnover on down occurred, you see this little gray rectangle at the bottom of the screen. If turnover on downs occurred somewhere in that area on your opponent's end of the field, the ball would be spotted to start your opponent's possession at their 45-yard line. If the turnover on downs occurred anywhere on your end of the field, on the other side of that red line, the ball automatically is placed on your 45-yard line. So your opponent has the ball on your 45-yard line going this way. And I had the arrow down at the bottom to show which direction they would be going. Okay, so hopefully that explains turnover on downs, punts, and the no-run zones. One thing I do want to point out, punts don't actually involve kicking the ball. So on 4th down, you as the coach would just yell to the referee that you want to punt, and they would place the ball on the 5-yard line. So there is no actual punting. Punting is just telling the referee that on 4th down, you're going to turn possession over to your opponent and place the ball on the 5-yard line. All right, I hope that makes sense and clears that up.